Gratitude is not merely saying thank you when life goes well. It is the settled confidence that everything God has accomplished through Christ is complete, secure, and freely given. Many people live as though they are still trying to earn acceptance, waiting for God to finally be pleased with them. Yet the good news announces that acceptance has already been given through Jesus Christ. When the heart realizes this, gratitude becomes natural instead of forced. The old covenant system was filled with reminders of distance, sacrifice, and unfinished work. Day after day, offerings were repeated because the conscience of the worshiper was never fully cleansed. But Jesus entered once for all and brought fulfillment to everything the law and prophets anticipated. The age of shadows passed away, and the reality arrived in him. Because of this, believers are not living in fear of judgment or waiting for wrath to fall. Christ bore sin, fulfilled the covenant, and brought his people into peace with God. The destruction of the old covenant order confirmed that the former age had ended and that a new and living way had been established forever. That changes the way gratitude is understood. Gratitude is no longer an attempt to persuade God to bless us. Gratitude flows from realizing we have already been blessed with every spiritual blessing in Christ. We do not thank God in order to become loved. We thank him because we already are loved completely. The Apostle Paul wrote that believers should abound with thanksgiving. Why? Because they had already been made complete in Christ. The gospel is not about striving to climb toward God. It is the announcement that God came near, reconciled humanity through his Son, and invited his people into rest. A grateful heart sees that forgiveness is finished. A grateful heart sees that reconciliation is complete. A grateful heart sees that God is not withholding himself. Many people struggle with gratitude because they live under constant pressure. They believe every hardship means God is disappointed with them. They interpret difficulties as divine punishment. But the cross revealed the fullness of God's love once and for all. The believer does not wake up trying to avoid condemnation. There is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. This produces freedom. When someone knows they are forgiven, they become thankful. When someone knows they are accepted, they become joyful. When someone knows the work is finished, peace begins to replace striving. Gratitude also transforms relationships with others. Instead of competing for significance, believers can freely love, serve, forgive, and encourage. A thankful person is not obsessed with earning worth because worth has already been given through Christ. Even in difficult seasons, gratitude remains possible. Not because pain is enjoyable, but because the foundation beneath life cannot be shaken. Christ reigns. The covenant stands fulfilled. God has drawn near. Nothing can separate his people from his love. The old age of separation has passed away. The new creation has come. Therefore, let gratitude fill the heart daily, not as a religious obligation, but as the joyful response to what has already been accomplished through Jesus Christ.